Hello and welcome to Mother Healing, sending you so much love. So in this series we're connecting with Mother Mary, Mother Earth, the female archangels, ourself, and most importantly our connection with heaven and the divine and our mother. So we're going through a big healing process. You may also be experiencing ascension at this time during this series as you go through a big purge and cleanse and release the past and harness power from within and really heal subconscious issues and fears and wounds that you may not have even been aware of. So we're going to begin today with a message of grace. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know? So we've got some affirmations today. Wow, it says angel affirmations. Use these affirmations to help you invoke your angels and the presence of those angels and to welcome their guidance and support. So you may want to close your eyes and say these with me in your mind. So that doesn't mean you have to say them out loud, even though you can do, but say them in your mind. You may want to write these down. Maybe you want to put them on your fridge or, say them before you go to sleep or in the morning. I feel it's going to bring in power. So close your eyes, take a deep breath in and release. And in your mind, say with me, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am always connected to divine love. I am always connected to divine love. I am always connected to divine love, divine guidance, and divine wisdom. I am a powerful divine being, and I allow my light to shine brightly. I am open to my angels' messages. I listen. I trust. I take guided action. I listen. I trust. I take guided action. I allow myself to receive blessings in every area of my life. I am open to miracles. I am open to miracles. And I am surrounded by angels now and always. I am surrounded by heavenly love now and always. I choose to listen to love. I am love. I am. And so it is. Take a deep breath in, release, and open your eyes. And when I was reading through those, I got a real sense of the past because, I remember when I went to my first Doreen Virtue Angel seminar, and that's very similar to things she said on stage when we were doing meditation, especially I listen, I trust, I take guided action. Isn't that beautiful? I listen, I trust, I take guided action. And the message says, be present. This moment right now is yours. And now is all that truly exists. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow has not yet arrived. Stay here where all is well, for when you try to be somewhere other than where you are, it becomes exhausting. And that's true. When we try so hard to make things happen or change things, we feel tired and drained. When you try to push forward or back, that is where your unease grows. It brings in stress, anxiety, and worry, and they are felt when you try to relive the past or figure out the future. So stay here, breathe, be present in this moment. It is a gift. And the greatest gift you can give another is your presence. Your presence that says, I am here. I am fully here with you. You are important to me. This moment matters to me. There is nowhere I need to be right now other than here, because your life is full of endless choices and plans. But do not be so busy chasing the next idea, the next dream, the next thing to do, that you forget the beauty that's right in front of you in this moment now. Happiness is not over there, it's already here. And that's such a gorgeous message because it's reminding you to be in the now. The power is in the now, to be grateful now, to remember the now, and to be at peace with the now. So whatever's going on in your life, if you're craving more, wanting more, wishing things were different, just be grateful for where you are now, accept things as they are, feel at peace with things, know you're learning and growing, and trust the process of your journey and the learning curve that you are on. And everything else will pan out. It will all sort itself out in divine timing. And I feel there's a beautiful message in here from your mother saying, I'm sorry if I was stressed or anxious when we were giving me as well this fear around this, supposed to be spending time together. I'm sorry if I seemed distant or not attentive, or made you feel like you weren't important to me. Your mum is saying to you, I'm fully here with you now, in this moment, regardless of the circumstances. So if your mum has passed over, she is here with you now. You matter to her in this moment now. And this moment matters, here and now. You know, if your mum is busy doing her own thing, you know, if she's still living and you haven't got time to spend, her energy is here and now. So remember that this moment right now is all that truly exists. So let's do some questions. So what do we need to know? What's coming up today? So we've got 3 questions today. How many questions is there left in here? I'm just curious. I think there may be 1 or 2 more days left of this series then. And I'm going to pull a card from this deck here. Here we go. So we're going to start with the questions then. So the first question, this is between you and your mum, is what or who has inspired you and had the biggest positive effect on your life and why? So, you know, again, we've already done similar questions to this. Who's your role model? Who did you look up to as a child? Who do you look up to now? And he says, what or who has inspired you and had the biggest positive effect on your life and why? So think about that. Maybe straight away you're thinking about your twin flame. They've had the biggest effect on your life. You may see it as a positive one, you may see it as a negative one, but they've really grown your soul. So your mum's saying, talk to me about that. Talk to me about your person. Maybe while your mum was living, you weren't able to do that. You know, my mum, I never really spoke about the twin flame journey, but I know she understood. It was felt inside. So what or who has inspired you? Maybe you are thinking about someone you are seeing as a role model right now. Like, you know, I see Jamie Lee Curtis that way. You know, she's overcome addiction. She's badass. You know, she embraces who she is, her true self. You know, she fully admits that she's had Botox and plastic surgery and things done in the past, and none of it worked, and she's embracing who she is now, you know, wearing her hair short, white, wearing glasses, being herself, and not caring what anybody thinks, and that's such an inspiration to me too. Your mum is saying to you, what is your favourite saying or piece of advice and why? Who told you it or where did it come from? So what's your favourite piece of advice or your favourite saying? Where did it come from? Okay, who told you it? Think about that. That could be someone who inspired you. It could be a saying like separation is preparation or something like that, you know, or even what we said here, you know, with the affirmations, which is super powerful. I listen, I trust, I take guided action. And that reminds me of Doreen Virtue. So even though Doreen Virtue is on a whole different path right now, and I still hold so much respect for her because she really, as a human being, introduced me to my path as an angel therapist and guided me on my way. So it doesn't matter what she's doing now or what her views are now and her opinions are now. It matters how she impacted and affected my life. So I would say that she was a very powerful person who inspired me at the beginning of my journey as a light worker. And without her, I may not be here now. So very powerful. Also, tell me about your strengths and let's celebrate them together. So your mum is saying to you, you are strong, you are a warrior, you are powerful. What are your strengths? Let's celebrate them together. Talk to me about them. Let me know. So this is reminding you that you may see someone else as an inspiration to you, and they're giving me fear, but you are an inspiration to others. So, you know, again, a lot of fear being released during this series, even reading these questions. Release all the fear because you are a guiding light in others' lives too. And we've seen it. It says give each other space, but they give me the words we've seen each other before. We've known each other before. So I feel your mum is letting you know that, you know, you're out of this world, which means you're so much more than this physical lifetime. So you are soulmates because that means that you come into each other's lives at different times as different roles to learn and grow. And right now there may be space between you. Give each other space because, your mum may have transitioned, but you're realising that time and space is illusion. And give each other space may mean that there may be a separation with your twin flame right now or someone else. It's okay. We've also got compassion for all. So that's wisdom. When we have compassion for all, we understand things from a higher point of view. And I've spoke about that in this series too. At the time, I may not have understood why my mum did the things she did or said the things she said. But now looking at it from a higher perspective, I totally see why. Through her own pain, her own struggles, her own experiences. Because remember, everyone, including your own mother, is doing or was doing the best they could do or can do with the information they have or had and the experiences they are having or had. So it's about compassion for all and having confidence in who you are. And I love that we've got the peacock because, the peacock reminds me a little bit of my mum. She used to love peacocks. I've got peacocks here now that I've kind of inherited from her. Peacock kind of ornaments that we have in the garden and in the kitchen. Because peacocks are about beauty and strength and power. So the confidence card says, it takes courage to put your butt on the line and go for it. And the best way to strengthen your confidence is to put yourself out there and go for it. Who cares what other people think? Everybody starts somewhere, and don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct. But you'll never know or grow unless you try. And the more you do, the more confident and successful you'll become. When you shine, we are all inspired to do the same. So there's this real message coming through about not caring what other people think. Reminding you of your power. You are a leader and you are strong. Even if you have to give each other space. Sometimes it's hard to work out our differences when we don't have enough space. So take a step back to create room for authentic conversation. Perhaps you need to consult with a therapist to guide you through the emotional thicket, or maybe you just need some new tools for healthy communication. Whatever it is, don't try to fix it right now. Give each other space. And this can mean, just talking to the angels or having that conversation with your mother on a piece of paper, or in your mind. It means you don't need to be doing this face to face. So if you're thinking, I really wish I could have a conversation with my mum and tell her how I feel and do these things, the space is warranted. It's saying it's okay because time and space is illusion. Have compassion for all, including yourself. It says compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. Isn't that beautiful? May all beings, everyone be happy and free. And that's wisdom. So I'm really being drawn to the owl because the owl is about wisdom. We've also got a llama there. We've got a fox. We've got a beaver. We've got, what else is there? We've got a horse. We've got a skunk there. So it's about knowing that, good things come from all the people we experience on this journey, no matter who they are, what cultures or backgrounds they're from. We learn and grow from everyone. Everything and everyone helps us on our journey and is a stepping stone to where we're meant to be. So have compassion for all. Don't judge anyone else. It's not our place to judge. It's our place to love. So talk about your strengths today. Talk about your favourite saying or piece of advice. And who or what has inspired you or had the biggest impact on your life in a positive way and why. Have a great day. Sending you so much love and I'll see you soon.